Ruby, close.
From work and house. Exceptionally gorgeous. Happiness. All nice. 우리 가수의 완전 게.
He asked me if I want a lemonade. If you put a little lime in it, but no. Okay, see.
Captivating the hearts of all. These are the offering objects arising from samsara and nivara's wide virtues. Everywhere is dotted with those virtues of the three gateways of ourselves and others, in this world and beyond. These are diffused with myriad fragrances of samantavara offerings, and is layered with fruits, the three training, 2 stages, and 5 paths.
Offer libation, color was several. These in the bodies of black figures, inverted meeting.
This, 5 hooks, 5 lamps, and so forth, is purified, transformed, and increased.
You offer even the
Luscious illusion-like consort, a host of messenger dakinis, born from place for maidhood and simultaneous born, carrying slender figures to glow with the brightness of youth, and still in the 64 hours of love.
From 100,000 pounds below into sublime wisdom and loving compassion, to nurture, sustain, and propagate the garden and moon of flowers, for the benefit and bliss of those limitless beings. All masters and the bring the treasury of those who are not treasuring, and the source of excellence in men's social
the existence of whatever conditions there are in samsara and nirvana. We all
sending out invitations or we're doing opening or anything like that. It's just people want to get together to make offerings and to pray for the growth of the Buddha Dharma, growth for the Dharma teachers, growth for the teachers of the Dharma, and growth of Dharma in general. We have a special responsibility here, which is to be a very good representative of the Buddha. So wherever we go, whatever we do, whoever we come across, it is very, very important that we're a good representative of the Buddha, a good representative of our parents, a good representative of our country, of humanity. So Buddhism is one incredible way in which one can practice and transform and change oneself. All right? In Buddhism, transforming and changing oneself does not depend on a guru. Does not depend. You are a free-minded individual who takes the Dharma independent of all things outer and practice, study, contemplate, and read, and learn, and transform. If anyone who is in Buddhism more than 3 years complains, cries, makes noise, says negative things, blames the Buddha, blames the Dharma, blames the Sangha, and even directly or indirectly accuses the Guru, accuses the teacher, we should have a lot of compassion and pity for all these kind of people that are present in our lives and that we will come across in the future. Why? It is a clear sign they are overwhelmed by their negative karma, their unhappiness, and their broken words of honor. So these type of people we will come across many, many in the future. What we do is we remain silent, do not respond to them, do not fight back to them. Help them if we can, assist them if we can within limits, and not respond. Not respond by letter, by words, by fighting, anything anymore. Whatever they wish to say or do or accuse or blame or point fingers, we will practice the 8 verses of transforming the mind, which will be the motto of our center, which is beautifully written on the door. So anyone who does not wish to practice the 8 verses transforming the mind, we do not kick them out. We forbear patience, we forgive them, and in our meditations, we absorb their pain, we absorb their sufferings, we absorb their lack of discipline and unhappiness, and their anger and their pain, which is what we all have, but it just manifests differently. So what we want to do in this Dharma Center is the practice of the 8 verses of transforming the mind. So those of us who is interested in religion, Christian, Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, Judaism, Sikhism, Islam, any religion, even some of us not interested in religion, we want to be a free thinker, no problem. Lord Buddha accepts and loves and lets you find your own way. So whatever religion you're in, whatever religion you practice, whatever religion you wish not to practice, doesn't make any difference at all. What is important is, if we believe in a God, we must represent God in the right way. That is tolerance, compassion, forgiveness. If we believe in Buddha and we believe in karma, we should believe in tolerance, compassion, wisdom, the same thing. And if we don't believe in Buddha, we don't believe in God, we don't believe in anything, we just believe in ourselves. Similarly, we should believe in humanity, we should believe in ourselves. And to be tolerant, compassionate, forgiving, forbearing is a good and wonderful trait a human being can have. I am a Tibetan teacher. I am a Tibetan. I have studied under Tibetan tradition, under 13 illustrious gurus. I cannot profess to you that I am as illustrious and as great as them, but I've studied and I've learned, not greatly, and I'm not a good scholar, but I think I know a little bit more than most of you. So my job here is to convey the holy words of the Buddha to all of you, and for you to think about it. Not to convert, not to say you're a Buddhist, not to be my disciple, not to be a member of the center. All that are names and labels. But for you to listen to the holy words of the Buddha and put that into your lives and make yourself a person that is a good representative of humanity, a good representative of what you believe. Example, if you take Buddha's words and you listen to it, if you take Jesus' words and listen to it, if you take the Prophet's words and listen to it, it gives us peace and happiness. Why? They speak into our hearts. They speak into something deep within us. And what happens is we should talk about and accept, and we should get together on something universal. Something universal, which is compassion, forgiveness, patience. A lot of us have taxed the patience of others for many years in many ways. A lot of us has broken our words of honor and commitments to our family and friends and lamas and sangha, whomever. A lot of us has done a lot of those emotionally damaging things. What we would like the most is to be forgiven. But we need to forgive ourselves. And how do we do that? By not harming other people anymore. When we don't harm other people anymore, we forgive ourselves. Why? That's a sign that we have forgiven ourselves. The more we harm others, the more we harm ourselves. That's what Lord Buddha has said. So, some of us in here are Buddhists, some of us here are Christians, some of us here are no religions, it's Hindus, etc., etc. But we can all gather in one room and accept universal responsibility. What is universal responsibility? That all of us appreciate being understood. All of us would like not to be cheated. All of us would like to be forgiven. All of us would like to be given time. All of us would like to be loved and to feel a part of something greater than just us. All of us would like to not be judged. So, since we like all of that, we need to find peace within ourselves and do that for other people. We need to not judge. We need to have compassion. We need to be patient. We need to be extremely, extremely, extremely tolerant. Very, very important. A person who is practicing any religion, and let's just use Buddhism as an example now, more than 3 years, that is my own guess, should already be extremely tolerant, caring, be a source of strength, not complain, not create problems, not show anger, not scold. And those qualities should arise not in dependence on having a job, having a lot of money, having a friend, having support groups. It should not depend on that. It should already come from ourselves. And realizing that harming others brings harm to ourselves. So, very important, when we come across someone, and we will, many times again and again, people who are dissident, disparage, rude, hurtful, manipulative, and their words damage. What we should do is recite the 8 verses. I will learn to cherish all beings of bad nature and those pressed by strong sins and sufferings, as if I have found a precious treasure, difficult to find. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, and no matter how they explain themselves over and over, remain silent. Do not answer. Do not feed the fire. When we've been in Dharma more than 3 years, we should never, ever complain about fellow Dharma students, Dharma brothers and sisters. We should never complain about our family. We should never complain about people that have shown us kindness. We should never ever complain about outer situations anymore. We should already reach the stage where we can tahan and put up with more. If after 3 years in Dharma we are still doing that, either we are just 3 years in Dharma in time but not in effort, or in time and effort, meaning we're physically in the Dharma but we have not taken the Dharma inside of us and practiced. So, for those people, I have chosen a new path. From now in the future, because I meet a lot of people, to remain silent, not to fight back. And in fact, if they want things from me and I can provide it, I'll offer it to them. If they feel that if they feel that they need this and this, if I can provide it, I'll give it to them. No attachments, no strings. But if people you come across, you don't do it in a ridiculous way where you allow them to harm other people. If you feel doing this will allow them to harm other people, then you don't do it. You just remain silent. Not defend, not say anything. Very important. The credence of our Dharma Center, the motto of our Dharma Center, the practice on which it is based on of our Dharma Center is, with a determination to accomplish the highest welfare for all sentient beings, living beings, who surpass even a wish-granting gem, may I learn to hold them dear. Whenever I associate with others, may I think myself the lowest among all, and hold others supreme from the depth of my heart. In all actions I will search into my mind, and as soon as an afflictive emotion arises, endangering myself and those around me, I will firmly face it and avert it. I will learn to cherish all beings of bad nature, those pressed by strong sins and sufferings, as if I found a precious treasure difficult to find. When others out of jealousy treat me with abuse, slander, and so on, I will learn to take the loss, and I will offer them the victory. When one whom I have benefited with great hope and trust unreasonably hurts me very badly, I will learn to view that person as an excellent spiritual guide. In short, I will learn to offer to everyone without exception all help and happiness directly and indirectly, and respectfully take upon myself all harm and suffering of other sentient beings. I will learn to keep all these practices undefiled by the stains of the 8 worldly conceptions, and by understanding all phenomena as illusions, like a play, like a drama, be released from the bondage of attachment. That is the meditation we will be doing in the future. That is the practice that I will elucidate again and again. That will be the heart practice for us, for our center, and for all beings. And if you read over, which is underwritten on the board there by the door, what I've just read to you, you don't have to be a Buddhist to practice that. You just have to be a human being who wishes to create harmony and happiness and love wherever you go, and a human being who wishes to create great amount of harmony within the family, within the community, within each other. You don't need long, complicated sadhanas, exotic deities, tantric practices. You don't need to ring bells. You don't need to be anywhere. You don't need to be dependent on anyone. You don't need to blame anyone. You don't need to say you need this so you can practice. You don't have that so you can't practice. The 8 verses of transforming the mind is for one individual, yourself, who have a brain, who have your 5 senses intact, and who has intelligence. If you read it and you practice it, and you pray to the Buddha, pray to Jesus, pray to no one, pray to Guang Gong, pray to Ta Bei Zhao, doesn't matter. Pray to Guan Yin. Whatever you pray to, if you read this and you practice it and hold it as your credence, as your motto, you will create happiness within your family, within yourself, within everybody you come across. Shouting, fighting, justifying, blaming, pointing fingers will get us nowhere. Forgiving, patience, working hard, and not having motives, and having a lot of compassion will get you everywhere. Even if there are those who wish to harm you, even those who wish to take advantage of you, if they wish to steal something from you, and you know it, tell them the disbenefits of stealing in a very, very gentle and very nice way, gentle from the heart, and give them money. Don't blame them. Don't put them down. Maybe they were taught that way. Maybe they did it that way. Maybe they were trying to help someone or do something for someone. Maybe their situation is very bad. We don't know. If it pushes them to steal, give them money. Likewise, if someone wants to blame you for something, accept the blame. Let them win. Let them win. Because in letting them win, they will one day realize that they lose. Why? In losing and realizing they lose, one day they will win again. Don't need to fight. Don't need to argue. Don't need to explain. What we need to do is be silent, to practice. Very important. And those of you who've known me for many, many years, some of you 5 years, some of you 5 weeks, some of you 10 years, some of you 12, 13 years, my goal is firm. My life is short, and I don't have much time. I don't have time for fighting, mind games, manipulations, arguments, want to do, don't want to do, money. I don't have time for any of that anymore. I have time now only to spread the Dharma. So those of you who have been with me for a long time, please don't fall far behind. We will move now. We will move and move and move. Those of you that have helped me in the past in any way, shape, or form, and you've helped me from your heart, you have collected a great amount of merits. Why? You didn't help me. You have helped the illustrious Ganin Monastery, the home of Lam Tsong Khapa. Not me. Some of you may think, well, he's not my guru. I don't need to follow him. I didn't get my initiation from him. That's correct. But you can help your own gurus directly at this time. So if you help me, you can dedicate it that you can help your own gurus. And in fact, I'm probably indirectly helping your gurus. So if you help me, you're actually helping your gurus. And if you help me, you're not helping me. You're helping the growth of the Buddha Dharma. Very, very important. I have everything that I need. I have everything that I want. I'm at the end of my life. I don't need anything else. I don't need wealth. I don't need anything. I have everything that I need. I don't need to, and on an emotional level, I don't need to win. I don't need to explain. I don't need to justify. I don't need to come to terms with myself and the pain that I've experienced in the past. Nothing. Everything's clear in my mind. All I need now is to dedicate my time to fulfill my Guru's words. And all I need to do now is to practice the 8 verses. And all I need now, very much, is dedicated, sincere people with no motives to help me to do work. And whatever your talents and abilities are, you yourselves know. I don't know exactly. And to share your abilities and talents with me, And the people who will do this will grow. Will grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. Whatever your talents are and whatever you're capable of doing, now is the time to do it. Don't ask for recognition. Don't ask for money. Don't ask to be put on the pedestal and recognized. Don't ask to be free of blame. Don't ask for anything. Just give. I do not ask Ganden Monastery to recognize me. I do not ask Ganden to put me on a big throne. I do not ask every single monk in Ganden Monastery to tell them what a great person I am. I don't ask every single monk in a monastery to say, hey, I did my best. Don't have any bad view about me. I don't even request that of my guru, I dare not. But what I will do is serve the Buddha Dharma. Serve Ganden. Serve my gurus. And how will I do that? I will cut my attachments. More and more. And I have plenty of attachments. I will cut my anger, and I have plenty of them by remaining silent. I will cut my blame of others for my own wrongdoings. I will increase my patience. I will increase my hours in working for others. And I will not complain in working for others. I will tirelessly work for others with less and less and less complaint. Because I'm a very good complainer. If you get 10 old aunties together, not married, frustrated, all dissolved into 10. That's me. An old, nagging, frustrated, unmarried auntie. That's me. I'm going to make it 9. Then 8, then 7. Then finally you're just going to see one old, nagging, spinster auntie. Frustrated, unhappy, want to share my anger with other people and not take the blame of myself. And you know what? Not even going to Delhi will help me anymore. And some of you know what I'm talking about regarding old auntie and Delhi. And I'm going to cut it down to I'm not an auntie anymore. Why? I find it much easier to change one person than to change all of you. And that's me. To change myself and to adjust myself. And that is not to say that everybody on the outside is perfect and they're without blame, they don't steal, they don't lie, they don't cheat, they don't do funny things. There are some people who do that. But how I deal with it will create more unhappiness or happiness. So I learned that I'm going to, and I mean it, watch me. Don't think I'm sitting here trying to give you guys an indirect message through my skillful way of teaching. No. Today's my birthday. I'm 39. I don't have many years left. Don't take that as a joke. So the years that I have left, if you want to spend with me laughing, crying in happiness, spreading the Dharma, so that when I'm gone, you can keep a picture of me and say, we did this together. Or you want to spend the remaining years of my life fighting with me, arguing with me, blaming me, pointing fingers at me, accusing me, or trying to get things from me. That's up to you. So the next time when I'm dead, when you see my picture, you can throw darts at it. Some of you are probably throwing darts at it right now. Never mind, I can't feel anything. You can feel it though. Each time you throw a dart, you increase your hatred. I can't feel anything. Believe it or not, I'm not a living Buddha. Yes, you got the wrong Rinpoche, you put the wrong person on the throne. You guys gave the wrong gifts, but I waited till you guys gave me the gifts so I revealed the secret. So I collect the angpaos. And then my artist friend here made my chuba very nice where I can put all this stuff inside. See, I collect all my angpaos, collect all my gifts, collect all my patas, my flowers, my fruits, pack it all up, get Asing. Asing's a very nice young boy, helping me and helping the Dharma now. Very nice young boy, I'm very proud of him. Pack it all up, put it all in my little waja. It's not my waja, but it is not mine now. And take it on home and nobody knows where I live. And count my money tonight. Count all the gold pendants I got. Definitely I'm gonna count this twice, 3 times, maybe even sleep in it. See, it's too late. You guys gave it all to me. You found out I'm not the living golden child. You found out too late that I'm an ordinary, normal, anger-sim, horrible, temperamental, ill-motivated person, just like most normal people. Well, the cat's out of the bag, and it's a big fat cat. My point is this. What I'm talking about is I'm not talking down to you. I'm not talking around to you and trying to pretend I'm something great. I'm talking and sharing with you, letting you know I have the same problems with some of you. I have a lot of anger. I have a lot of impatience. I blame people for things. I like to put blame on people. I like to be right. When I talk to people, I don't like to be wrong. I want a lot of face. I want a lot of money. I want recognition. I want an easy life. I really want those things. And I want a 2-seater Mercedes, by the way. Just put that on the wish list. Well, I've got to do films very soon. I've already got the money in the bank now. I'm going to be doing the production very, very soon, traveling around and filming. So I can't be going to the airport in a rotten little Toyota Camry, can I? Do you want your guru to lose face? Just kidding. My point is this. I am an ordinary, normal person with all the negative qualities that all of you have. Some of you have this, some of you have that, not everything. I'm dealing with it, and I'm working on it. And let me tell you honestly, the Dharma really is effective. What is the Dharma? The Dharma is the spoken words of the Buddha that teaches you how to deal with these negative emotions. When you pray to the Buddha, when you pray to the Dharma protectors, when you do Dharma work, when you do meditations and mantras, your problems do not go away. Your problems do not become less. But your problems can be solved fast and quick without making more problems. Why? Dharma teaches you how to deal with problems. When there's a natural disaster in the world, when there's sickness and plague, when there's people cheating people and there's people killing people, what's going on with God, Buddha, the churches? What's going on with the temples? Everybody's praying. Why is it still happening? Either the guy in the sky don't exist, he's sleeping, or it's a big game. You see, the secret of religion is not to go to religion to find a miraculous cure. The secret of Dharma practice or religion is to practice Dharma. And it's not trying to solve the problems that come to you. I'm sorry, it's not trying to stop the problems that come to you. It is trying to mitigate and solve them. Reverend Chen Yang of Tzu Chi Foundation in Taiwan always says, she doesn't pray, this holy nun doesn't pray for problems to go away. She prays for the solution, the methods, and the resources to solve the problems come her way. I like that prayer. It's a prayer of a bodhisattva, a living bodhisattva. So what I pray for all the time is to be able to solve the problems of others, to solve the issues and difficulties of others. I don't pray for problems to go away anymore. Why? That prayer never comes true. As long as we're in samsara, as long as we exist in this world, the nature of our bodies, the nature of our existence is suffering. Is suffering. So, today, everything here is very beautiful and very, very nice. Very, very wonderful, very organized. And it's a nice small little group. Because if we call everybody, we definitely cannot fit in this teeny little hall that we have here. And this teeny little hall needs to expand. I think we need to get another teeny little hall upstairs and another teeny little hall downstairs. My plans in the near future is to open a vegetarian restaurant. Either buy the shop lot, get a loan and get it, someone generous comes and drops it in my lap, which I'm hoping for. Knock on wood. Or I can rent it from someone generous on a very cheap rate, like something, I'll try to come up with it, a ringgit a month. It's a little hard, the overhead, 1 ringgit a month. Okay. 90 cents. But I will, by hook and crook, open up a vegetarian restaurant. I do not make announcements like that without having backing. I will, in the near future, move Kitara Paradise down to a ground floor. You will see. And I will have people trained up to go to India and to Nepal. And I will make my connections and stretch my wings now, because I am like a dragon sleeping. I'm waking up now. Why? Time is short. And I will train up people to go back and forth and make connections to get us supplies, what we need to make Dharma easy. Whoever goes to Nepal and India and does work, brings Dharma supplies, sewing, stitching, statues, incense, clothes, Buddha clothes. Don't make noise. Don't complain. Don't talk about the hardship and difficulties and what you put up with and how much you sacrifice. Why? It's not for me. It's for Buddha. Example, I need new clothes for Kedru Rinpoche and Getsa Rinpoche. It's too small. So if I send, example, Jenny Wong to India and to do it, and she's agreed, it's not for me. She's not doing me a favor. It's for Lama Tsongkhapa. It's for our Dharma senses, for every person who comes to make prayers. So if Jenny Wong goes to Delhi and she says, it's not enough money, I'm not living in a good place, and complains incessantly, she's not doing this for Dharma. She's doing this for herself, for her own livelihood. And eventually people will see through that. They will be patient and quiet. And they're patient and quiet, we should grab at the chance to change ourselves. I will train people up. Just like we have the wonderful Tantra group now, who have been trained up. I will train up a Tara group to do Tara rituals. I will train up a Zambala group. I will train up a Manjushri group. I will train people up now. I will work now. And in between, I will fly to different countries to do filming. I will be on that TV screen. And all my ugly pock marks and uneven skin and my crooked nose is going to be beautifully made over. You're going to see a super Hong Kong star on TV from Tibet. You're going to see me all over the screen. And in a few years' time, you're going to see books coming out from me. That will all happen because the time has come. I will be on TV. I will be in books. The center will grow. We'll move to a retreat center. We're going to have different groups doing rituals and tantra, and we're going to study the holy teachings of Buddha. And we're going to create beautiful, wonderful, law-abiding, kind citizens to contribute to this beautiful country of Malaysia. And anyone who comes to Malaysia from another country will contribute to their own country by being wonderful, outstanding citizens. We will abide the law. We will follow the rules and principles of the country and Buddha. That's what we're going to do. For those of you who wish to join my little trailblazing wagon to the wild, wild west, come along now. Don't come when I build up my Las Vegas in the desert. Come now while I'm living in a tent. Come now while we're still looking like a ragtag circus. Come now. Don't sit behind and watch. Don't wait till the party's over. Don't wait till the music stops. Come now. Join now. Do it now. I will not cheat you. I will not use you. I will do my best to benefit you. And I will do my best to convey the holy teachings of the Buddha to you. We will make Buddhism grow. From this little center, it will expand. And there's going to be a group of people growing and growing and growing. Because my Dharma protector told me so. And for those people who are talented and can do work, please remain and do work. If you cannot, don't make trouble. Because you can be replaced easily. It will grow. Why? Why am I so arrogant and so straightforward? My Dharma protector told me so. How he told me, I will not reveal to you. That's my business. Let's leave a little bit of Tibetan mysticism. I mean, after all, I have to have some powers, right? Unlike some people, I can't stop the rain, but I sure can't stop what's in me. Anger, hatred, desire, and I'm going to. And I'm not interested in stopping the rain. What's the big deal? Naga snake spirits who died, people who are very greedy, who died, become Naga snake spirits, they can control the rain. So if you can control the rain, we can give you a new name. It's called Naga. You want to be a Naga? Tell people you can control and stop the rain or make the rain come. Then we give you a new name, Naga. We're going to move forward. And all those little poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me attitudes, inclusive within me, of myself, is going to stop. We're going to move forward. And for those of you who have worked very, very hard and made the center what it is today, thank you very much. I thank you not because it's beautiful. I thank you not because we have silks and flowers and offerings and beautiful statues and aircon. I don't thank you for that. What I thank you is this, is your selfless giving of your time and your effort and your energy. That giving, that selfless giving is what I thank you for. Not for the beautiful floor, not for the aircon, not for anything. People who give the time to renovate. People who give the time to come and make beautiful offerings. People who come and take the time for meetings and not make excuses for not making it. People who take the time to come and learn Tantra and its secret rituals. People who take the time to come and organize meetings. People who take the time to take the responsibility and follow it and do it. Everyone. What you see is just not the final result. It's a little benefit of the hard work that a lot of people have put in. What does our hard work represent? A selfless attitude. The attitude that they wish to benefit others. And trust me, none of these people are being paid. The Tantra group is not being paid. And if people here who work for us want to get paid, they have that motive, they are in the wrong place. If they happen that their teacher or the group is very kind, they try to help them financially, they should think that it is a blessing that comes along with my sincere thoughts. But if they have a motive to get paid, or they complain, or they talk about money in any way, shape, or form, they're in the wrong place. Why? We are a Dharma group. This is not the US Mint. I wish it was. I will print out a lot of money for you and give it to you, no problem. Then, those people, what you see here is the culmination of many months and weeks of planning and hard work and execution of that work. And what you see here is people transforming. When you see a beautiful altar and the person who made that, maybe before that they wouldn't have spent the time to make the altar so beautiful. It's a sign of transformation, that they're changing. When you see a beautiful altar and set up beautifully and well, it is someone who put effort into that. Even the arrangement of these flowers that are so incredibly beautiful, they're beautiful not because the flowers are beautiful, because of the love and the care and the energy and the time and the planning and the selflessness that went behind it, and no complaining. I thank these people for that. Those people know who they are. We'll be rewarded, although we don't want to be. Wherever you are, whoever you are, practice the 8 verses of transforming the mind. Hold your yidam. If your yidam happens to be Lama Tsongkhapa, Jangun Lama Chenbu. Hold your yidam steadfast to your heart. Identify with your yidam. For those of you who have made mistakes, come in front of Lord Vajrasattva. This is the Buddha of purification, holding the Vajra and the bell. Tara, Urumchi, and Vajrasattva. Those of you who have made mistakes, want face, don't want to be embarrassed, bring a kata, make 3 prostrations to Vajrasattva, and confess your negativities. Confess what you have done. Confess it from your heart and no mind games. Why I put Vajrasattva down? Because I stole that little idea from the wonderful Catholic practitioners. They go and they sit in a little cubicle, and they've got an old monk on the other side, an old pastor, sitting there listening to you through a lattice window. Dear Reverend Father, I've sinned, forgive me of my sin. And then on you come out with the confessions, and then if it's something nasty and evil, the guy on the other side is excited. If it's something boring, they're picking their nose. Well, I was thinking about opening up something like that, a little room with a lattice, and you guys can go in there, soundproof, CCTV recording, and I'll be on the other side, having you absolve you of your sins. Dear Father Buddha, the Holy Dharma and the Sangha, the Holy Trinity, please confess your negative karma and actions, my dear child. Then you see child saying, well, I. Then it's confidential, but it's on CCTV. Pause it. And then I say, Reverend Holy Child of Buddha, you're forgiven of all your sins. Now get lost and give me my go home and relax. And thank you for your offering of donation to Buddha. Buddha right here. Buddha here while I'm wearing Buddha pendant. See? So I offered the Buddha last to put it here. Okay? And then we have Sing Piao coming there. And that's big news, you know why? Sing Piao, bad karma, bad thing, Sing Piao. Sing Piao knocked the door. Come in, then we do the whole ritual, blah, 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 and please confess your sins. Dear Reverend Father, Holy Trinity, and then he does this thing, you know, Namo Guru Ben, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhamma, Namo Sanghaya. I've made promises to you, and I said I wanted to do this and this and this, and I said I will, and I'm delaying, and I'm not doing, and I confess that I'm scared, and I have fears, and I'm still pushed and motivated by money, and afraid to go in because it's me. Please forgive me. Okay, you're absolved of your sins. And then he's about to go, ah! And then, like, Mang Bao. Isn't that tired? Can you imagine Fat Monk? We're gonna have to get, I have to get an extra tape to put in for confessions. We're gonna be there the whole night listening to Fat Monk confessions. 5 hours later, I'll be, okay, then you're absolved of your sin, Namo Guru Ben, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhamma, Namo Sanghaya. And then of course, don't care long. 5 hours later, go home. Then some people, I tell you, we're going to get a whole sound system in there to record their confessions. So I thought, instead of me sitting behind a little lattice window, making business, bored, picking my nose, listening to your confessions, and then some people, you know, they have all these downfalls. They don't want to confess. They come in there, dear Rinpoche, forgive me. I say, Namo Guru Ben, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhamma, Namo Sanghaya. I stepped on your sandal outside by accident. May I not go to hell? And you look at them, you go, oh God, I'm tired. You know how some of these people, they don't really confess inside, but they look for little faults and little problems, and they show you how good they are. We know who they are. And I wouldn't look at anybody if I was them. So instead of having all that crap, excuse the lingo, excuse the French, excuse the bad English, excuse the rudeness, I was a gangster beating up and collecting debts before they made me a Rinpoche, so some of that habit still comes out. I was running around Tibet beating up people, I was a bodyguard, you know, kind of rough. Instead of doing all that stuff, I brought Lord Vajrasattva here. Lord Vajrasattva is all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and deities' purification powers. Very, very powerful. We'll talk about that in the future. Practices of Vajrasattva. For you to make offerings to Vajrasattva, can be a kata, can be a fruits, can be just your heart, a mandala offering, and confess your negative karma. It can be between you and Vajrasattva. Have regret, the wish not to do it again. No point to say I'm sorry, the next day you do the same thing again. That's not a confession. And do something good. Confess the Vajrasattva. That's what that's for. Confession, confessing our negative karma. When we confess, a lot of disasters or bad things that might happen from that will not happen. Vajrasattva has that power to prevent disasters from happening as a result of our own negative doing. Again, Vajrasattva has the power to prevent, by the power of the 4 opponent powers, to stop some disasters that will happen to us by the power of confession. It's like we're going to get a big punishment from our daddy because we stole a car and we really regret it and we don't feel good. We go tell daddy, we confess, we cry, we tell him from our heart and we'll never do it again. I don't think our Father will punish us. He will protect and love us. And He will be proud of our son for changing and becoming a better person. Every kind father who loves his son will be like that. Vajrasattva is like our father. Mother Tara is like our mother. Our mother is very forgiving of us, very loving, very nurturing, very caring, and will go out of her way and give her own life for us and grant us what we need. That's Mother Tara on top, like our own mothers. Loving, kind, very, very forgiving, very accepting. Vajrasattva is like our Father, will forgive us of our sins and our trespasses. Very important. These are not Buddhas that come from Tibet. They come from Buddha himself. And they exist all over China. Most of you here are Chinese. They are from the Chinese tradition. They all have Chinese names. They're all very powerful practices in China. What you're practicing here is not Tibetan Buddhism. Buddhism, full stop. It has a Tibetan flavor to it because of the culture it comes from, but you're not practicing Tibetan Buddhism, you're practicing Buddhism. Alright? So, we're going to move along. We're going to grow. We're going to expand. We're going to become better. Those of you who wish to be in that, please come along now. I'll tell you why. The bhakti will end. Your beauty and your youth will end. Your friends will go away. Inverted commas, friends will go away. Your lovers, your mates, your spouses will pass on. You will have nothing left except you. And at the time of death, when you close your eyes for the last time, there will be nothing left and no one around to do anything for you, or anyone who can do anything for you, rather, except yourself. Do not hide behind a veil of youth. Do not hide behind a veil of money, power, position, arrogance. We can escape cancer. We can escape being obese. We can escape being thin. We can escape being ugly or whatever. We can do things. We can escape poverty. But we can, none of us in this room can escape death. Think carefully. Within 60 years, most likely every single person in this room will be dead. I didn't say after 60 years. I said within 60 years. Some of us 10, some of us 5, some of us 12, some of us 8, some of us 30, some of us 40. Within 60 years, every single person that is in this room will be dead. Our names will not exist. Our bodies will be rotting into the ground or scattered into the winds. And all the things we're unhappy about will be just like a distant dream. All the things that we're attached to, money, position, power, jewelry, funds, happiness, clothes, cars, will not matter anymore. The only thing that matters is the amount of love we have given to others, the amount of cherishing and care we've given to our near and dear ones, and the amount of care and selfless work we have done for others that will go on to future generations, that will inspire other people. The example, Mother Teresa, unfortunately for all of us in the world, is dead. But her great works, her bodhisattva-like actions, her selflessness, her vow of poverty, inspires all of us in the world, moves us, and we think, how can someone like that have lived in this world with us at the same time? And that's what's going to be remaining when we have died. All of us will die. And it's on that basis and that reality that we need to transform our lives and change who we are and be different. We need to now study the Dharma, not like in school. Study as in familiarize. We need to familiarize ourselves with the Dharma. We need to put it into our we need to put it into our minds. We need to think about it. And we need to transform our minds. And we can do it. We can do it. We have a center. We have the Dharma. We have Dharma teachers. And we will have other Dharma teachers in the future. We can do it. We can do it. So those of you who've lagged behind in your responsibilities and duties, please don't. I beg you and request you. Please do something for yourself. Please do something for yourself. Please do something good for yourself. We all know doing something for Dharma is good. Those of you who have made a lot of mistakes, created unhappiness or misunderstanding, please confess to Lord Vajrasattva. Transform and change. And don't try to make things out of the center or make profit or make livelihood out of your center or your teachers or your guru. Try to contribute. And those of you who have done a little but said more than you've done, now it's time to say less and do more. And be a shining example for your friends, for the people around you, of what a better person you've become. And those of you who have done so much, please don't rest. As long as people suffer and are unhappy, there's no time to rest. We will do more and more and more. Join the bandwagon now. And those of you who feel you can't do it, please don't. Quitting will help to your situation get tough, stronger. So if you're used to quitting, doing things that you feel don't benefit you, don't. Don't quit. Don't stop. Don't go away from something that will be good for you. Face yourself. I'm very happy with the offerings, the beautiful offerings to the 3 jewels. I'm very happy with the preparations. I'm very happy with what's going on. The committee members have worked very hard. You have sincerely worked very hard. We should rejoice. And the Tantra group who have come and studied, and especially last night was very moving. It was the first time we did Tantra class together. And some of you had to work, but actually took off of work and came here. I'm very moved and touched. So the 7 people that were here last night, who studied Tantra with me for a few days into the late night and practiced day after day, I'm very pleased and happy with you. You're not practicing to give a good performance in front of the Dharma group. You're practicing because you're going to create a lot of merits for the center, for yourself and others. And those who do tantric rituals, let me tell you straight out again. When you learn Tantra and its rituals, you will purify immense negative karma within yourselves. You will purify immense negative karma of people who come near you and around you. And when you hold your tantric commitments and do your soap offerings, well, without any excuses, you will be able to solve your negative problems and negativities. And I hate to say this, but it's the truth. You will increase wealth. Money and the things that you need, material means, according to your necessity, will come much, much more. Tantra tonight to Lama Tsongkhapa's tantric rituals. Congratulations. It's very powerful. You will collect a great amount of, incredible amount of power for yourself, to bless the center, to bless your families, and bless people around you. And in fact, you actually say indirectly to Lama Tsongkhapa, give me more problems, give me more difficulties, give me more obstructions and obstacles, because I can eliminate it. It's like you not being afraid to go into the cold because someone gave you a nice, thick, strong coat. You're not afraid anymore. And in fact, if your coat and blanket, if you have a blanket and it's big, you can have more people huddle and keep them warm in the cold. You won't be afraid. And if your blanket is very big, or you have the capacity to give a lot of blankets, you'll keep a lot of people from the cold. So Tantra is like that. It helps you to provide blankets for people. So people do Tantra rituals. And tonight was very rare. I usually do not let people exhibit Tantra, but make it special. That you all observe. And there's a lot more songs and rituals and tantras and chanting that I'm going to reveal in the future to those who are qualified. I don't care if there's 1 or there's 100. So the people who do Tantra, be harmonious, do not disparage, and most important, be responsible to your brothers and sisters. Do not lay responsibility on them. If you are responsible to do the soap offerings and buy it, do it. Don't ask how, what, who, what, we, who, what. Do it. Those of you who are supposed to make the contacts and phone calls and phone trees, do it. Don't wait for someone to give you the phone tree or phone numbers or call. You do it, you find out. No one's in charge. Those of you who are supposed to be in charge of organizing the classes, do it. Organize the classes, practice. Consult me, ask me to come. I'll be more than happy to come to the Tantra classes to elucidate how much of my little knowledge that I know. So the secret here for Tantra class and its growth is responsibility. You will see those who practice Tantra well. You'll be able to curb your mind easier. Your pinings and unhappiness will become less. You will bless the center and bless everyone that you touch and go near. You will stop feeling sorry for yourself because you identify with the enough. You will increase wealth. You will attract what you want and what you desire. And in the end, you will get all that without even wanting it. And you have a special responsibility to purify, to clean and cleanse the area, this place, this region. This whole place, this whole area will be blessed by your tantric rituals, whether they recognize it or not. All the holy dakinis will converge here and bless the place, as it says in Hiruka's Holy Tantra. Don't forget that. Never miss Tok unless death or grievance or something of that urgency. If you miss it for any other reason, as my great Lama Geshe Losang Tarchin Rinpoche in America has said, it shows you do not care about yourself or others. And you're lax. Do not be lax. Do it. Certain days for Tantra, if it falls on a Saturday and Sunday, and certain people work or whatever, weekdays, well, we should do it during the day. And don't have the attitude of waiting for people to accommodate you. You accommodate your brothers and sisters. And let's cut our attachments more and more and more and more. Faster and quicker. We can do it. We're advancing. And it's not going to stop. From here on, is it every Sunday? Every Sunday we'll have Manjushri study group. What time? 4 o'clock. So from here on, every Sunday, now there's no excuses that you have to work. Everybody knows Sunday is off. Every good-hearted, church-going Buddhist will be in Buddhist church on Sunday. We're going to dress up well and carry our lamrim and go there. And we're going to belt out those tantric verses. Praise the Buddha. We're going to start a gospel Tibetan church here. A gospel Buddhist temple. Sundays, I know it's family day, but hey, it's better we come here, take a few hours out. The best way for our family, which is to bring our family to Dharma, to pray together, to meditate, to chant together, and influence them. Do we find it difficult to influence our kids? Do we find it difficult to bless our kids? Do we find it difficult to put them on the right path? Sunday is the day. Bring them to the Dharma, and they will transform. Do you find your luck going down? Come and pray. Do you find that you're full of anger, you're dissatisfied with certain things in life? Come and study the Dharma and find out why. Sundays, 4 o'clock. Sometimes I'll be here, sometimes I won't be here, but I will not announce. Very rarely. I will show up when I want to see who is actually there when I'm not there. Isn't that fun? Isn't that me? But there will be sometimes I actually announce when I come. And even if I announce, maybe I won't be there, just to see who actually shows up when I say I'll be there. So get ready. I've got plenty of tricks in my big bag. And those of you who know me well, you know I mean it. Isn't it fun? So if you really care about your family, if you really care about your brothers and sisters, if you really care about your parents, if you really care about your kids, if you really care about anyone that's been kind to you, or you care about yourself, come and pray. Afterwards, you go for a nice dinner. We'll be opening a vegetarian restaurant soon. Right now, we'll be opening a vegetarian soon. After that, you can go and eat vegetarian for the day and dedicate it for your parents. You mean, no meat? You mean we don't get a cow and slaughter it and eat it? Oh, but I'm a good Buddhist. You mean no chicken? Bah, 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 bah. You know how we like fried kway teow? We like what we like inside. You mean with pigs? And then some of us, we're such good Buddhists. We're such incredibly good Buddhists. We love Bakute. A big, fat... I want you to visualize this. That pig didn't say, hey, I want to feed you, and jump into the fire. Somebody had to grab that big fat pig, wash it, cut its throat, slice off the skin, take out the guts and intestines and all the crap inside, chop it up, cut the head off. Tupa means to chop up the body, fry it up, cook it up, and put it on a beautiful plate in an air-conditioned room so you can chant your mantras, Uma Beda Pesara Soha, and bless it. That pig didn't jump on fire. Somebody had to kill it. And if you order that pig, you indirectly killed it. So if you like Bapute, you like McDonald's, you like Burger King, you are a wonderful Buddhist. I've gone 95% vegetarian. That's why I can sit here and shout at all of you. I've been vegetarian for the last about 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm going to continue. So, if you like Bapute, if you like fried steak, you like KFC, think about that. Next time you can drive up to KFC, it's like a mantra. Omani, isn't that Omani? I didn't tell you to stop eating meat. I'm telling you to lessen it. So maybe one Sunday a week, when you after class, you can be all holy. You walk out here with halos floating on lotuses. Go to our vegetarian restaurant and eat so that Rinpoche can get rich. Oh, sorry. I said it wrong. So that Rinpoche can have more money to do Dharma work. Scratch that first thing, okay? And eat vegetarian and dedicated. Today I eat vegetarian. I suffer in not eating the food that I really want. And some of us really suffer when we don't eat the food we want. Really, really suffer. I tell you, some of us, the minute we're born from our mother, we say, we are here to eat the world's food supply. Om Mani Padme Hum. Some of us are born and say, I'm here, like Buddha Rinpoche, when he's born from a lotus, the minute he's born, Oma Hum Kri. I am Amitabha. I am one with Amitabha. And I will bring many sentient beings onto the path of enlightenment. Shakyamuni, the minute he was born, he came out of his mother. He walked 7 steps into 4 cardinal directions and proclaimed into the sky to the highest gods and said, this will be my last rebirth. Some of us came out of our mother and says, in this life I'm going to be a drag queen. Some of us came out of our mother and said, in this life I'm going to steal and cheat and I'm going to hurt people and I'm going to create a lot of unhappiness. Some people came out and say, hey, why wasn't I born under the owners of McDonald's? Why wasn't I born? Why did I take a wrong turn? My parents could have been owning a big share of McDonald's. Just think. Keep wishing that you can be born in McDonald's kitchen as a cockroach in your future life. What you get for what you wish, not exactly the way you wish for. Don't open up Pandora's box. Trust me, a few lifetimes ago, I opened my eyes. I was walking around a kitchen in Tibet, and I was thinking, why do I have a tail? Wasn't very happy. So no jokes. We're not, I hate to tell you the truth, we're not here to make money. We're not here to hurt people. We're not here to get things in taking advantage of people, and we're not here to eat. We're here to actually contribute something to the planet. Positive. And as the Dalai Lama says, we're not here as a manure-making machine. Think of some of us. When the machine hits the clock, ding ding, we gotta run to that toilet. We're not here to do that, believe it or not. We're not here to give the sanitation department extra work. We're here to contribute something and to bring benefit to others. Let's do that. So any negative karma or negative whatever, put your pride and ego down. Quit hiding behind yourself. Come out forth with it. Confess to Lord Vajrasattva. And even in a regular situation, if we're working in a job, we'll still have to be nice. We still have to apologize. We still have to be good, and we still have to a little butt. Kiss butt. And it may be superficial, but hey, we've got dependents and they need to eat. So however we look at it, we win if we're nice, we're kind, we're respectful. And most important, we serve our parents, we respect them, we listen to them, and we help them. And if we can't help our parents, at least not talk back to them and make more pain for them. And that's what we're going to learn in Dharma here. I'm going to have classes for younger people. I'm going to have classes for people like me, young. No, I didn't say younger, I said young. Then we're going to have people for you old people out there. Then we'll have classes for grandmas and all that, aunties and all that stuff. Then we'll have another class for spinsters. We'll have another class for male spinsters who are very frustrated. We'll have classes for gamblers. We'll have classes for ex-prostitutes and ex-drag queens. We'll have classes for ex-mushroom sniffers. We'll have plenty of classes. It's all on Sunday, 4 o'clock. Thank you very much. Tonight I need to run back and pack because tomorrow I gotta high fly my little Tibetan butt to Kathmandu. I will be back November 1st. So my little white Tibetan butt is gonna be back here on November 1st. Then I'll hang around here for about a week to 10 days. And then I will go to Bodh Gaya. I will take one small group with me to Bodh Gaya, the place where Lord Buddha became enlightened. And I elucidated the other night already for those of you who took the time from jobs and personal to come to listen to the Dharma. I elucidated clearly. I will take a group with me, and then that group will go back, and then I will wait in Bodh Gaya for the second group to come. Wait for the committee to give you announcements on the board and emails, SMSs, whatever. Of the timing of that, it will be approximately the 2nd or 3rd week of November, approximately depending on tickets. I will be in Bodh Gaya. And those of you who wish to take refuge or retake refuge or replenish your vows, I will give the refuge vows in Bodh Gaya. And those coming to Bodh Gaya must only come by my approval first. Okay? So, those of you who want to come along, I will be there. And I will have people going to Kathmandu and Delhi to do work. I'll have people going to Gandhin to do work. Lots of people, more and more people. And it's very, very soon. And in fact, I have more people offering me to do work in Gandhin. No, I'm sorry, in Delhi and Kathmandu already. Offers have been coming in. It's very, very kind. So those of you who have given your time and energy who wish to fly back and forth to do work, thank you. And some of you who even fly back and forth have used your own funds as a donation toward our center to get the works done in Delhi and Kathmandu. Thank you so much. Thank you, because it really helps me on funds. It really helps to know that you're trying to save me money and not try to get money, because actually speaking, I don't have a lot for things like that. So thank you so much. All right? And those of you who want to do more work and who want to continue doing work, let me know. I need more and more people because we're going to grow. And remember, it's not for me. It's for the beautiful people here. Everything you do, the Tantra group, is for the beautiful people. Going to India, Nepal, and Gandhin is for the beautiful people. Everything and anything you do is for the beautiful people here, and from here we'll spread out all over. And we're going to have more and more people come. Now, these two wonderful big guys here from New Zealand, they actually came for our Dharma Center's opening, but never mind, today's auspicious too. And I'm asking them to stay a little longer, and they've saved up, and they've waited and waited and waited, and they need to take off from work. They're working fellas. I know they look extremely rich and wealthy, but they're working fellas, and they need to save up, and it took them time to save up. And they're here. And they're cramped up in Fat Monk's house with other visitors and other people with no aircon living there and staying there. For what? They came here for one reason, to learn the Dharma. So we're able to bring benefit to people from so far who can spend so much time and energy to come here. So when you go to India, Nepal, and you do work, and you do contributions, and you clean up, and you're organized, and you help brothers and sisters, you're helping people who come from so far. Let's do more. Let's have more people come. Let's make Malaysia an international Buddhist stop. Everybody comes by to see that tired, weird Rinpoche sitting on a throne who screams at people. Isn't it more fun that way? Yes, and I'm going to have a different outfit, because after this trip, trust me, I'm going to have much more. I'm coming different color, different flavor. Chia's my style coordinator. Yes, Chia's good in things like that. Chia believes that in his previous life he was perhaps something of a ruling class in Egypt. I'll give you a hint, Cleopatra. We won't say that, you know, it's something like a queen or something like that, more like Cleopatra. Some of us wish in our previous lives we were Cleopatra, and let me tell you, with our 6 o'clock, just kidding. Just kidding. Cha is a wonderful assistant. Cha doesn't argue with me, doesn't fight with me. He's always humble. Even when he's not wrong and I shout at him and scream at him and I tell him he's wrong, he accepts it. I'm very moved by him. I'm very touched by him. I'm actually humbled by him. He may not know a lot of things, but he knows enough that he doesn't make other people angry and upset. He doesn't ask me for money. He doesn't demand, he doesn't challenge me, he doesn't fight with me. And let me tell you, I'm wrong a lot of the times too. He doesn't tell me that. He lets me have face. So it humbles me even more. So I'm very lucky to have someone like Chiang. And I'm very lucky to have more people who will come along like Chiang. Now I've got a new little Dharma worker. His name is Aseng. I don't know what's his surname, I don't know what it is. Aseng's wonderful. Let me make a little confession to you guys. Do you mind if I tell him about the CD? You want to jack up the price? Aseng quite good. I asked Aseng to go buy me some videos because I don't go out, I don't go anywhere, I don't do anything. I kind of stay home and pick my nose and watch DVDs when I'm on a break. I asked Mr. Aseng here to go buy some videos. So he and Melvin went and bought videos. Melvin picked it up because he loves my taste. Aseng said to Melvin, hey, let's make some money out of the money bags here. They wanted to jack up the price of the video and sell it to me. Well, he was told off by Melvin he shouldn't do that. You shouldn't cheat your guru. You shouldn't cheat sifus. Bad boy. And Melvin was Aseng was very wonderful. He came in and said, can I talk to you for a few minutes? I was like, oh my God, what does he want to do, kill me? He came into my room and he told me, I have something to confess. I want to jack up the prices on the DVDs and make money off of you. I said, what changed your mind? He says, well, I was told by my Dharma brother who says that's not very good. And I thought, wonderful, how beautiful. And then I said, why did you want to do that? He says, out of habit. How honest. I was moved and very touched by that. So I said, in the future, if you need some money, $20, $30 here and there, $50, not more than 50, let me know, I give to you, I help you. He's a young boy. He needs to have fun. Every young boy, young girl needs to have fun. Drugs, alcohol, smoke, I don't sponsor. Anything else I can help. He's here, he wants to learn the Dharma, he wants to study, and he came out on the very first week to come out to confess something evil like that, trying to cheat me. You know what? I don't look at that. What I look at is this young guy, 1 week in Dharma, already become better man. What I want to do with Aseng is I want to make him a very good, young, strong, good guy that makes his family proud. He has a wife and kids in the future that will make his wife and kids proud. He's rich or not, doesn't matter, but he needs to have dignity and ethics, and the Dharma can do that for Aseng. And once in a while, I'm going to ask Aseng to become a monk, a temporary monk, like 3 weeks or 1 month, take the vows and stay in the temple to pray, and I told him to dedicate for his mother and father's long life. I told him I want him to do that, and for his brothers and sisters and all the people that he loves. Because he says, I can't do anything much for them. I said, never mind, you can do that. Take the vow of a monk, eat vegetarian, and chant and dedicate for your brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers. Not just him, all the other young boys and girls who want to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do good things. We're going to make people good. Why? Because Buddha is good. Okay, we're going to do a lot of exciting things. A lot of new people coming up. He's driving me around now. He's wonderful. The first time he drove me around, he likes to drive very close to the car in front of him. We almost kissed the car in front of him. He told me it's the brake what? Brake shock absorber, no good. This guy got answered very quick one, very fast. Anything I say, he got something to say back 2 times. I love it. And then you used to see him. He's quite a funny guy. Come here, stand up a minute. Watch this now. This is Aseng. See, in Chinese Tibetan tradition, you want to shake someone's hand and say no, it's like, put them down. See, you don't want to beat me up anymore. First time he was like, hey, why like that? Now look, okay, sit down, what do you want? Think you're a catwalk model. First time I do like that to him, he can out the hand, he's like, you might want to slap that seafood. Now he's like, don't kill him. He's a good guy. I'm going to have more and more wonderful, young, fresh. Young doesn't mean age. Young means new people to Dharma, fresh who will do Dharma work and who will make their lives better and influence their families and become a better. Hey, we may not give a lot of money to our family and we do what we can, but we can add love and harmony and understanding. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in a week's time. And after that, I will let you know the schedules after I return back from Bodh Gaya. Depends on how sick I am, Nepal. I'll let you know when I'm going to Bodh Gaya. I have people who will make the arrangements. I'll have people who will do the ticketing and everything. All right? So I'll let you know, and I'll put people in charge, and I'll let you know who. Our committee, board of directors, and renovation, all that, they're wonderful, wonderful people. And more people are going to come to do more and more work. And we have our wonderful artist, Kumba, here, who did a lot of painting and work for us. He's going to return back, and then he's going to do extended visa and return back to Malaysia. He says the country is beautiful, it's peaceful, and he feels very happy because he can work during the day, and at night he can listen to the Dharma, and he says he's at peace, he loves it here. So we're going to have him come here and do tankas and do a lot of painting. So we're going to have artists here, We're going to have our tantric group. We're going to have our Zambala wealth group. You know, wealth puja, come. You want money, 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 money. You know, fat. Yes, you want, right? And then we're going to grow bigger, and we're going to have a vegetarian restaurant. We're going to have Kichara Paradise ground floor. Kichara Paradise board of directors are doing a fabulous job. And they already told me they're willing to go to Nepal again and again and again to buy things again and again and again. And you know, the last trip, they sponsored their own trips there. Incredible. I didn't have to pay for them. What's incredible is their selflessness, not that I didn't have to pay. And Kichara is going to grow, it's going to expand. And that's not going to be all. You'll see other things happen. I'm not going to reveal everything today. Come along. Come aboard. Don't be stuck at the station. The train's taking off. Choo choo. 到时候今年稍微给我的张大周啊，不能当介绍我们的。Oh yeah, by the way, remember that crazy, fruity, mental assignment escapee I told you about in Melaka? She's here. I won't point her out, but she's holding her hand. She's wearing a maroon shirt with yellow stripes and a black bag, and she looks like a crazy fruitcake. And her hairstyle hasn't changed in the last 25 years. She's the one that's living in a huge, big house, not a lot of money, works 12 hours a day. And may I please share? Every day she works 6 days a week. She works about 10 hours a day. All she does is work. And when I met her about 12 years ago, I told her about the Dharma. About 7 years ago, I started off on her some practices. And I would like her to reveal some of the practice she's been doing. She's been doing prostrations full length. How many of you finished up to date? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. How many? When did you start?
Early 96.
And you finished when? And how many did you do every year? I'm sorry, how many did you do every day approximately? 25, sometimes 50, when you're sick, about 3, 10, like that, right? You did 100 a day, every day after work. And how many on weekends approximately? Wow. For the last 6 years, right? And you finished 100,000. Along with that, how many Miksama mantras have you finished? 500,000 Miksama mantras. How many do you do daily, Adeline? Approximately. That's after you come home from a long day of work. 1 mala a day. She's finished 500,000. Fierce Manjushri, how many mantras have you done so far? Fierce. Okay, your Dharma protector, how many have you done? You've done 3 million of your Dharma protector mantras. And when did you start, Adeline? And you did it all simultaneously. Is there anything else you've been doing? Can you please share with us? It inspires me. I'm not kidding you. Prostration, Miksama, and protector mantra. What else?
And the one who talks sometimes ago.
How many have you finished? You just do it, right? And are you continuing?
Yes.
That's why I told you with Lama Tsongkhapa's mantra, prostration to your body will become better. Look at you, you gained weight, you look beautiful. You look beautiful, I'm not kidding you, you look beautiful. I'm not going to tell you how old this lady is, you'll never be able to guess, but she's beautiful. Can you imagine 3 million protector mantras? 500,000 Miksama mantras. 100,000 prostrations. She started in 96 and she's up to now, this current time. And that's, what time do you go to work in the morning, please? What time do you come home?
5.
Sorry?
5.
Okay, and earlier when you started this, your mother was still alive, you were taking care of her, right? Yes. When did your beautiful mother pass away?
98.
So you started in 96 while you were serving, cooking, cleaning, taking her, washing her, and giving her medication, you were still doing this, correct?
Less.
You did less, but you did. So after your beautiful mother passed away, in 98 you did more. Isn't it difficult to do it? Not anymore, right? Do you feel happy doing it? Why? Because you're a fruitcake, that's why. Don't ever travel with her to India, she'll drive you nuts. She'll ask you 25,000 questions, and then after that, she'll ask you the same question the next day because her middle name is Maple. She's a normal, educated, office-working lady from Malacca. She's not a fruitcake looking. She's not a monk or a nun. She has responsibility. She has to take care of the elderly. She has a normal wage salary like the rest of you. But every day she does it step by step by step. And now she's finished 3 million protector mantras, 500,000 Lama Tsongkhapa mantras, and 100,000 prostrations. And she's continuing. It inspires me. We have no excuse. This is a normal, beautiful, intelligent Malaysian lady. Not a monk, not a nun. Are you still working out of it? There you go. And she drove down to be here today from Malacca. And she wrote me these crazy letters. Like when she drops dead, she's going to leave me some money in her whatever. And can I have your U.S. passport? I say, no way. She probably wants my birthday and do some magic to me, you know. Don't trust this crazy. Still can make offerings like that to me. Right? I told you guys, I'm moved. She's one of my first friends in 1992 when I first came here. We've been friends for over 12 years now. I have the honor to be her friend. And if I call her to do anything, she'll do it. Quietly, without a fanfare, without any games, without making any trouble. She's a very good friend of mine. I'm very, very honored. Don't think I'm guru, she's disciple. No, we're friends. We're Dharma friends. We share Dharma with each other. So, this is what's happening. We have a lot of people, I have a lot of friends like that around which you guys don't know about. Who don't complain, who live normal lives and do practice. Look at her. She looks like another normal fruitcake. Just like, I mean, if you put her next to Xiao Chen, sisters laugh. But look at the practice. Now, you ask Xiao Chen, how many mantras you do? Busy la. Can you come to meeting for some? Busy la. If we say we're busy, we're busy. If we want to do, we do. I'm not putting Xiao Chen down. Xiao Chen's a wonderful lady. She just joined Dharma recently. It's under 3 years. After 3 years, I'll get her. I'm not saying this to praise Adeline. She didn't ask me, she didn't pay me for this. And if she did, it's not enough. I'm just telling you a normal, simple Malaysian person who says, hey, I'm going to do Dharma practice. And I'm going to read Dharma books. Do you read Dharma books in between? Yeah. She reads the books that I give her actually. She actually reads it. I'm honored and I'm moved and I'm humbled if she tells people that my guru is Tsem Rinpoche. If I have students like that, who say that I'm their guru, the Dharma will grow. So people like them is what makes the Dharma move, not me, not Tsem Rinpoche. People like that make the Dharma move and grow. Not me. Buddha's dead. Buddha's not making the Dharma grow. We are. Rinpoche is one person. I can't talk to every single person, but all of you will move and touch and see people and come in contact. Let them see the good side of you. Let them see the real Dharma. Don't be difficult, don't be harsh, don't be lazy, don't make up excuses, don't blame, don't have motive, don't try to get things. Don't keep making up excuses for your failures. Just do it. Never have an ill motive. Time is passing. I'm so happy to see you today, Adeline. I want you guys to make sure that she can't eat a lot of things. I don't know, I think she can eat leaves or something. Anyway, I want Chiang to make sure you give her 2 huge tote bags to take home. What she can eat, and trust me, she's very complicated. Cannot eat this, cannot eat that, cannot. This one gives her gas, this one gives her wind, this one gives her indigestion, this one gives her that, gives that. God, I said, can you eat a leaf? Very complicated, I tell you, but never mind. You give her all these things, okay? And we're going to be down there soon, Adeline. I'm going to bring you a new Tsongkhapa. Are you excited? We'll come down there and paint and clean and move and everything. Just you wait, and if you say no to anything, 1 million more prostrations. Make sure Adeline's escorted to her car wherever she's going carefully. Don't let her go alone. A sexy, young, attractive girl like that, you don't know the weirdos out there. Okay?
大数今年上北给往地常常着不忙当报道，节目节生活上高华也但北京国人都上学校，正确是绝对国际，马前发展经济去7、8年嘛，没嘛样，国人在动力动完的国际，马前发展经济去7、8年嘛，没嘛样，国人在往上， 天晚地就知道妈妈三界对不对？就我今天忙的话的啥了不？去年就保证宝宝，去年能保陪宝宝，今年先把钱完了，今年忙到什么就打算就是就就整天忙的，就宝宝3周保一，天保108局。